My name is Katie Dykes. I'm the commissioner at the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. And I'm so pleased to be part of this groundbreaking conference. I want to just say how much I appreciate the leadership of Governor Lamont and my colleague, Commissioner Andy Mays, who've been terrific on helping us address the impacts of climate change and proving out models that can help enhance resilience, not just here in Connecticut, but hopefully can be a template for other communities and states to follow. We have been very busy at our department. We are a department that includes both energy and environment and natural resource management in our mission. And as part of that, we have been very focused on a holistic approach to climate resilience. We recently launched DEEP's Climate Resilience Fund as another example of empowering communities with grants from the state to help municipalities and councils of governments, which are collections of municipalities, to be able to undertake the kind of planning and design work necessary to conceive of those community scale resilience projects that are in desperate demand across our state. We continue to see the firsthand impacts of climate change on our communities and residents from this year, from wildfire smoke impacting us from the north, from Canada, to torrential rain that's damaged our roads, swollen our rivers, flooded basements, and impacted businesses across the state. These extreme precipitation events are becoming even more frequent, and they're a real opportunity for us to work together across the insurance industry and state governments to help address chronic flooding, which we know is a significant issue for the insurance industry and for coverage for businesses and homeowners. Thank you to Commissioner Mays. He's been part of the Governor's Council on Climate Change, where we looked at innovative approaches to financing these types of property level and resilience investments. We're looking at everything that we can do, from enhancing building codes to even possibly supporting grants for homeowners and business owners to make upgrades to their properties to help them better withstand some of these impacts like flooding. Through our Climate Resilience Fund in 2022, we awarded nearly $9 million to 13 resilience projects and to support 8 resilience plans that will be developed across our state. 93% of this funding is going to environmental justice communities and other vulnerable communities, which is something I'm personally really proud of. We are doing everything from helping communities in Hartford that have long-standing challenges of combined sewer systems to address undersized infrastructure that was never designed to withstand these types of storms. And we're also investing hundreds of millions of dollars in bond funds through the Clean Water Fund, but also in other innovative funding streams to help support green infrastructure that can be employed by communities and businesses to keep as much water out of this combined sewer system as possible. Connecticut municipalities have an important role to play, given their local control over zoning and development, building codes, and they also have the opportunity now to create stormwater authorities, another important tool for helping address climate change impacts. As part of a roundtable this summer with travelers in the Hartford, we heard insurers highlighting the critical importance of making sure we're not putting more development in harm's way, especially in floodplains as our sea levels rise and there are more severe storms. This is really important for us to keep in mind, especially as communities across the state are working towards another really important goal of our administration, which is to expand access to affordable housing. We want to make sure that our housing opportunities are both affordable and resilient to our changing climate. In addition to all of this activity, of course, we're working hard towards securing federal funding to help our communities become more resilient to climate change. Through the bipartisan infrastructure law and the Inflation Reduction Act, our congressional delegations have delivered on significant amounts of resources that will help better protect our communities. DEEP has been applying for and receiving climate planning grants from EPA and other federal funders. But we're particularly excited about how our climate resilience grants that we're providing to municipalities and councils of governments will enable them to be more competitive in pursuing the big federal dollars that are available to subsidize both gray and green infrastructure through the FEMA BRIC program and other resources. And I'm very proud about how DEEP is serving as a partner to municipalities to help facilitate their access to those federal funds. Finally, I'll just say we cannot outrun climate change. We're working hard to adapt and become more resilient to it, to be better prepared for it. But we know that the most important thing we all can do is to work together to aggressively drive down greenhouse gas emissions as a state and as a nation. And we want the insurance industry to be our partner in that work. We know how important that is to make sure that investments are driving towards those types of technologies and businesses that are helping bring climate solutions that can reduce emissions as quickly as possible. And so I really appreciate the opportunity to be part of today's discussion and look forward to further partnership in ways that we can work together towards climate mitigation and resilience. Thank you.